And voila, magic. I have reasons. Now what I did is I opted for the single map with the color coding. You could have done two, that's fine. Okay, so here we go. This is what I have. I just water park question mark, right? And I went ahead and I came up with 3 here. You could have more, of course, or depending on what you sided with. For some reason, I seem to go for yes, because my purple was yes. Okay, you didn't even code it like that, so you know. Okay, I seem to have gone for the yes instead of the no. I put Laredo is practically a desert. We need water activities. It provides family fun. It decreases unemployment because of the jobs it would provide for Laredoans. For the no, I have Laredo, pretty much the same. Laredo is practically a desert, except here, where do we get the water? So obviously it's going to be too expensive. And then I put here, it's too expensive for upkeep, like the maintenance. So these kind of border on very similar, and you have to be careful with that. Because this can happen with any type of brainstorm. It could have happened with the library and the rec center, where you have very similar reasons, and you have to be careful because you cannot use them because they are so similar. Your examples, it wouldn't give you room for multiple examples. The problem here is that you might have to share examples, and that's never good for a persuasive essay. You want to have your individual examples for each one. So here I would end up having to opt for the yes. Okay, so this is your bubble map, and if you notice, I try to keep the same thing where I have my subject and I have a verb. Okay, and once again, that's just to make it easier in your life, and so you can just literally plug it into a thesis statement. You don't have to think about, does this grammatically fit? So once again, subject and verb, subject and verb. There you go. Okay. Any questions, comments, concerns, write them down on the side on the sticky note, and then that way I can address them on Tuesday. Okay, so next we're going to work with fast write. Okay? And it's literally what it sounds like, fast writing. Okay? There's no image for that. What fast writing is, you take out, what you would need is a sheet of paper. Okay, you can also do it with a Word document. Alright, obviously if you have a sheet of paper, you need a pen or pencil. Here, handy dandy fingers. This is where you really wish your WPM, your words per minute were up there, okay, along with accuracy. But either or, you can use either or. And some sort of timer. For the most part, most cells have timers on them. If you don't have a cell phone on hand, you can use a timer on Google. You just type in timer on the Google bar, and it'll come out. And you just put in, here I would say, for most fast writes, I would say 2 minutes. 2 minutes. You can do 3. I wouldn't do more than 3, okay? Just because the whole point of a fast write is to get all the ideas that you have just down. Grammar does not matter. Grammar does not matter, guys, okay? I will tell you this, though. If you have some great ideas and you don't understand what your sentence is saying, that's going to be your problem. Okay, so keep that in mind. Grammar does not matter, but you need to understand what you're writing. So that kind of goes in, hand in hand with your handwriting. If you're going to do fast writing, you're going to do it by hand. Just keep in mind that usually when we write quickly, we write messier. And if you have like gems of ideas, then you're not going to be, and if you're not going to be able to read your own handwriting, your own ideas, then that might not be the best option for you, okay? So grammar does not matter. It helps, but usually with fast writing, that's not the main objective. Once again, fast writing is just to get all your ideas on the paper, Okay? Anything that gets triggered by the prompt, you just write it down. You just keep going. It doesn't matter. We're not looking for introduction. We're not looking for paragraph. You just write. You just keep writing. No indenting is needed. Okay? And I wouldn't do a minute just because, let's say you have to do a 3-body paragraph paper. The minute really wouldn't suffice. I would stick with the 2-3 minute area, okay, or 2.5, whatever you want to work with. Just make sure you put a timer. The reason I'm saying timer is because when you're into it, you don't have time to be looking at the actual time. So with a timer, it'll ring once your time is up, okay? So here's the prompt I want you to practice with the fast write, okay? Write this one down. Should, and this one's very important because with what's going on with the U.S. government, you guys check out the news. What's going on with the U.S. government, it might be affecting some of us very soon. Should hospitals deny help or service to individuals without insurance? Now you might say, ma'am, they're already doing that. Yes, but it's not as enforced, I would say, or not as bad at the moment because with Obamacare, I'm not a big fan of Obamacare. You should read into it. They're not the best plans, but with Obamacare, it provides individuals who would not be able to get insurance at the moment. And if Obamacare is taken away, then those people who didn't have insurance before are going to go back to not having insurance. So we'll see how this works, okay? So what I want you to do, have that prompt down on a separate sheet of paper. You're going to take a separate sheet of paper, okay? Separate sheet. Don't write that down. I'm just letting you know. Separate sheet of paper, okay? You're going to, don't write the prompt. The separate sheet is just for writing. You already have the prompt down, okay? Take out a separate sheet of paper. All right, this is where you can pause the video, so I'm just going to keep going. And with the timer, put let's say 2:30 on a timer. Put 2:30, okay? And you're just gonna write. You just keep writing, and at the end of the 2:30, you put your pen, pencil down, or you stop typing, okay? And we'll see what you have.